the questions.
The questions are here.
Oh, I write down in the paper the answer.
Nah, it's too late now. This is live.
Now live. I hate
Look,
it.
you're live. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to introduce to you my friend first, and now importantly the general manager of Masters Inline here in Italy for the second time, the second year in the running, and the most special, extra special host for the second year running, David Ninzati. Why do you do this?
I'm crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, crazy. First, I will say thank you to everybody, all the players. Now it's a training time for the Team Italy against Switzerland.
Yeah.
Second, I think all the chronos, all the voluntaries work here, also the staffs working outside for the lunch and the dinners. And a special thanks to Pete, arrived from GB to do 1 week of free job for us, a big voluntary job.
Thank
you, Pete. Thank you very much. And without this big voluntary machine, we can do this. Why? Why? Because in September, October, I received some calls from Bratislava and with Jos and Brabla. And after 1 month with the MIWA, the Masters Inline Hockey World Association, where I am president, we decided together and with the chairman, the inline hockey, Alberto Lastrucci, to change the place of the World Cup 2017. I called immediately Bolzano, my friend Stefan Zissa, and after 2-3 days, he answered me, David, we are okay to start again. Before I smile.
Yeah.
He goes, okay, we turn back here in Bolzano, City Hall. I am so happy to turn back always here in the zone. And start another year with a very heavy job.
Yes.
I'm so happy this year because I see just 22 national teams. When we started 2 years ago in Düsseldorf in May 2015, Mr. Lastrucci asked me to organize last year the World Games.
Yeah.
See the World Cup, not World Games. And I asked David, do what do you think and what do you want? I start with my job, and last year we were in 17 teams, and this year 22.
Yeah.
So in 2 years, we start with 8 in 2015, and 2017 we are in 22.
A huge job.
No, this is a good job because all the voluntary staff work so good, and when our players or staffs or trainers find a good hotel, a good arena, a good utilities, like details, like last year the cryotherapy with the pools.
Yes.
This year also the massage rooms, and Sheraton help us with the jacuzzi for the hydro massage, and the swimming pool, the saunas.
Yes, everything.
The players,
it's been brilliant.
One player has everything.
Yeah.
Arrive here, play hockey, then go to the massage room, go to the Sheraton, also with the family, because we have a lot of players with the family, with the sons, the daughters, or the mom, the mother,
yeah.
Or like me with my mother.
Yes, yeah,
and my
your
daddy.
parents,
Yes.
a big factor in helping you out.
So they have everything here, and then for me it's very. I don't know the words, because like now, I go out for the box. A lot of players stop me, give me the hand, thank you.
Yeah.
For me, it's
and that's enough for you. That to get the
yeah,
appreciation and the thanks and the
God
gratitude.
creates my job, so my job. What I had in my fucking.
He's Italian, folks. He's only just doing his best, and thank you very much for at least trying that. But David, Tell me a little bit about what you now see as the future. You have been at the center of Inline and Masters for a long time. You're a player and you are an organizer of the Nignaro tournaments with another army of volunteers. You keep the spirit alive of hockey, of Inline.
Yeah.
Now what's the future? Where do we go and where do you see it going?
So, Wednesday evening we have done a meeting in Sheraton with all the national teams, the general managers of the national teams, with MIWA, the Masters Inline Hockey World Association. We work with Fierce. Yes, we are twins, and we have a lot of ideas. You remember?
Yes.
I start before the meeting asking the opinions for all the nations. If you find mistakes, what is missing, details for the future. It was unbelievable because everybody say everything is okay.
Yeah, every nation was so happy, so pleased with it. For them, many of them experienced professionals at high level are saying this is the best they've ever had. This is great.
This is great, and I hope that the next Fierce organization in other countries or in other places can find here some good ideas. Copy.
Yeah.
Copy my workup. Or call me, I help you for everything. With Martin Matera and Alain Blanchet, de France, we are a lot of points for the future. Next year, we don't know where, but is a Europe nation.
Mm-hmm.
And our idea, we decide to every year to have 2 years to know where we go in 2 years. The place now is the Italian.
Yeah, it's important. We'll stand and wait for the national anthem, and then I'll ask David Inzati to speak in Italian, maybe to some of his Italian friends. Yeah, I don't blame you, of course. I like to hear it too.
So I'm so happy that we have done a very good job in 2 years, and everybody say we started in 2010 whistling in GB, and a lot of these guys have done all the World Cups, Masters. They say, and they always say me, unbelievable.
Yeah,
we started in a small ring, and now.
Yeah, we couldn't believe it, and it's so impressive to be here, and we're so happy that you have taken control of this, because without your vision and your heart, a really big heart for hockey, we couldn't really be here. We wouldn't be here. We would still be somewhere in a sports hall, in a backyard with a barbecue, but now everyone here feels like a professional. You know, I'm wearing a tie. I don't ever wear a tie. I don't even wear a tie to work. But here, for you, we come and play. And so I think that's important for you to realize, David, that we come and play for you because you made it happen for us, and we're really proud to do that. So well done for you.
Yeah, it's not easy to do this because if one man like me has family, work, doctors, sons, family problems, and everything, you must do this right.
Yeah.
So I remember everybody. Together we can do this. Together. Alone we can do it.
Yeah, that's true. Do you want to say some words in Italian to the Italian fans who are watching?
Ragazzi, grazie a tutti. Vi aspetto a Bolzano stasera per la festa finale. Ciao a tutti.
Grazie, David, amici, my friend. Thank you so much. Brilliant. That was great. I'm really glad I got the opportunity for my friend David to come up and speak to you and tell you from his perspective why we play. And you can see that you know, in the expression on his face there, how moved he is to know how much of a central role that he plays in our all being here. And you could say this about a lot of people, but he is in every way, quite literally, the central linchpin that brings and binds every aspect of this dream together. The dream of playing inline hockey at our age, with our old knees, hips, backs, and brains, to still be able to come out here and do something a bit special. Maybe, as so many of the players have mentioned to you as well, deservedly allowed to come out and still kick it on the dance floor a little bit and display some of their talent and represent what they think should be the way the game is played, the way all games are played. And David Ninzati, absolutely the central core of that. The right idea, the right spirit. And he's, who else do you know that would spend that much time volunteering away from work, away from his family? I know his daughter was quite poorly recently, and she's only just recovering, suffering as well in the heat with everything. And so he's raced back home, back to the hospital to see her. She's well now, or getting better. So I'm really pleased to say that. And here he is now, still back here, keeping things running and rolling, running about, scrambling to get up here and doing his bit. And I'm doing my bit. And the fans are rolling into the Pala Onda Arena. I can see them gathering in still now, maybe even more. This is a big match here. We play for the bronze in the Masters. Italia, Lazzurri, and Team Switzerland. Close neighbors, and in the hockey now, bitter rivals, as this should be, even after days and days of hockey in the preliminaries and the quarters. This should prove to be a lively and hard-fought match with speed and technical prowess on display. The Italians will be really disappointed that they didn't get further against Team USA. They had total control of the game. They completely mastered it. But just stopped playing at the wrong time. Maybe just took their foot off the accelerator just for one moment too long, and USA pounced and then took over to seal themselves the place in the final versus the Czech Republic again. The Italians taking their time, consolidating at the back. Swiss team pressing. Decent forecheck. They're just stopping the Italians from clearing the puck really well, but they're not too impatient. They'll wait for the right opportunity. Still getting stuck behind his own net there. Can't find a spot. Just a little clever play there. Not quite interference, but just about. This is dangerous. Lurking. Couldn't get the crossing pass to fit. The Italian player number 46 in a dangerous position there, but the pass just not quite on target. This afternoon, the atmosphere is starting to build in here, anticipation of our big final later today. Two big finals, to say the least. We've got USA veterans versus Slovakia in the final for the veterans, and USA versus the Czech Republic in the final right here at 5:30 local time. Tune in for that live stream. And in between time and in the meantime, I'll try and bring you a few more people from around the world and members and players from all the different teams to come up and speak. Penalty called. Tessari always vocal, wanting to explain the reasons why he has to do what he has to do. Claiming that he wasn't holding there. Didn't look like he was holding it. He's still complaining. Switzerland versus Italy on the live stream. Zone Multimedia, XONE Multimedia, live on YouTube. If you're here, you found us, and welcome. Hopefully there's a few of you in Italy, in Switzerland, and a few hockey fans back in England in the garden on this sunny Saturday afternoon. Italy go a man down, and the Swiss go on the power play. Could be dangerous for Italy. Switzerland not threatening just too much yet. Italian defense good at this in the Plims. Shot trying to find maybe a little bit of a screen. Didn't pick it up. The Italians will hold cleverly. Clear. Possess. The Swiss team not adverse to a little bit of rough stuff, and you will get a little bit niggly for these guys for sure. Taking a chance, short-handed. Still in possession, though. Dig in. Trying to find the crossing pass. Couldn't do it. Oh, this is dangerous. Italy could score. Short-handed. Trying to go for the wraparound. Pressuring. Good strength on the puck. Italy still in possession, short-handed. Swiss getting matched. Swiss team known for spending a little bit of time in the penalty box now and again. Tessari, number 9, skillful player. And content Italy to, well, I say content. They're going to just sit around even short-handed. Just going to possess, skate around, ask the Swiss to chase. Tessari being clever, and a good pass outlet. Regione takes it from all the way deep. Just disrupted. Couldn't put on the brakes before he hit the backboards. But as Italy go back to 4. The Italian team weathering that pretty simply, pretty easily. Patiently putting together another little attack. This is dangerous, though. The Italians break so quickly, just like the French team can do. They've got such great pace going forward. They're really deadly, really dangerous. But the Swiss are good on D. They're good physical players too, so it'll have to be more than just your average everyday attacking maneuver that's going to find and beat the Swiss keeper. The Swiss can go forward just as well. They got themselves here. beat check in the preliminaries. But maybe a check that just wasn't firing on all cylinders at the time. They weren't too worried because when it did count, they can do it. Will they be able to do it in today's final? The 45's counterparts did earlier on and won the bronze in the vets. We'll find out who gets the gold after this. And then the final. Swiss team getting dispossessed in the neutral zone. Tassari, number 32, slap shot. Rebound, and then the Swiss counter-attack. The Italians defending in depth. And then overtaking the possession. Fresh legs. Little bit of a push there, not interference. The Swiss team manager had his hands up in the air there, sort of looking for a bit of an interference call, but had technical possession of the puck there. Italians, great crossing pass in front. Whoa, was patient, didn't want to shoot it straight away. Still in possession. In great positions right in the box. Italians circling here, could be dangerous. Bit of ticky-tack. The Italians do this well, just like the French. Similar styles. High forechecking. Grouper, 67. Cycling. Trying to draw some Swiss out of the tight knot of defense that they've got. Waiting for their line changes. Nice little drop. Regioni looking to tee a wrister up. Just went a little high on the glove side and over the crossbar. But another attacking run. Italy putting a lot of pressure on the Swiss now. But not making the final little insertion that's required to put the biscuit in the basket. That is, after all, how you score. They can be as fancy as they like. Until they do that, they ain't doing it. That's how the US managed to win, recognizing that fundamental point is required to get a score on the door. But they're great to watch, though, aren't they? This is what Carl and Michael were talking about. It's that complexity of their game, the technical aspects of it. You know, their passing is so sharp and their movement is so fluid that it's really, in many ways, difficult to keep track of where you're meant to be and what you're meant to do. And they've got that down pat. But what teams like the Canadians and certainly the US do very well is finish. Just like that. And the Italians just as capable. I mean, it was inevitable. Let's watch the replay now. Crossing past, 46 comes in. There's a killer slap shot right down on the floor through the 5-hole. Keeper couldn't close the door fast enough. Boom. Italians resorting to a little bit of soccer there to try and get the puck out of possession. Welcome to everyone on this live stream. Thanks to my compatriots upstairs from Zone Multimedia, XONE Multimedia, on the live stream. We put together this great little package for us with some pretty smart graphics and some great camera work and all the technicals for me. It's been really brilliant. And they're playing their part in putting together a smart-looking service to bring this spectacle to as many eyes as we possibly can all over the shop. Welcome to you all. At the interval, if I can persuade him to come in, members from Team USA. Great crossing pass to Sarri. He's got the patience. Was just dispossessed. Still got the puck though. Still in the corner. Doing a little line dancing. Net 13 for the Swiss team. Circling back and waiting for a better shout. Pass was on, but electing for the shot means that the rebound sends Italy on a counter-attack. Dangerous passing, 1-2-3, tiki-taka-toe. Not finished that time, but could have done. It's a prolific goal scorer, dangerous, number 46. A helmet from the 60s and a shot in the high 60s miles per hour. Stricker, 33, not quite getting the backhand pass to Tessari, assuming he was on the move. And the atmosphere builds in the Palonda Arena. People are drifting in, all the Italians, so lots of the volunteers have come up here to watch. The GB team, as always, ever reliable, parked right in front of me. Sort of a quiet period now, passing around, seeing what's open, speculative. This could be dangerous. Slap shot. Strong. Gruber getting hassled, picking up the puck. Some really clever passing. Cute little tricks going in behind. Trying to off-put and mix up the directions of the travel. The Swiss will take some possession now. Italy not adverse to a little bit of forechecking themselves, so the tired legs. Days and days of hockey. Days and days of discomfort. Had to be forgotten as these guys stepped out here to contest this bronze medal match. On finals day, Zone Multimedia. Live streaming to you from Bolzano in Italy in the Palaonda Arena. Switzerland v Italia. The locals expect. Switzerland shoot. Italy already have one goal. They could have another here as Gruber takes his time. The pass was on. Italy remain in possession, as you might expect them to do for pretty much all of this match. Tried to do a cute little pass though, turned over. Or is it regathered? Spinning around. Can the Italian do it? Trying to stick handle through all the traffic. Oh, this is good. Now. Bumper cars. The Italians willing to play bat the rat, dodgems, and every other fun, fair amusement to see if they can sink the puck. They didn't that time. Cintori, number 46. Accurate with his shots. Takes a break. And then the Italians on the stretch. And they do this really well. It's dangerous. I've been caught many times before when playing them as that lone attacker goes deep. Because of their passing accuracy, they can hit those players really well. But he didn't make the most of it. He tried to do maybe a little bit too much, and the Swiss players dispossessing with a bit of physical play, which is what they will do, especially if they start to get frustrated by this continual puck chasing that they're going to have to do. Italian possession being their best weapon. Dangerous. Caught his own rebound off the backboards. Couldn't flip it up over the keeper. He was down and out, though. And a little gentle smooch between the two rival teams in front of the Italian keeper. The counterattack so fast, it's already in the other end. And back. Looking for the cross, but didn't happen. Too few Italian bodies around. Everyone's cycling and circling to try and get off. Swiss with a better pass, might have had a better run at this. Attacking in numbers. Italian back check, good. But it's coughed loose. Swiss getting caught on the line change. Pass is good. 1-2. Does he take another? No, he doesn't. He flicks it over. Did it hit the keeper's shoulder? I think it did. Persuaded it to go up and then back down. But this is dangerous. Swiss not always clearing very professionally. And Italians just jumping on every little bit that they can get. This is what they did against USA, which caused the USA so many problems. And why the Italians looked in total control right up until one point where they just went quiet and USA struck. And booked themselves a place in the final. As it is here, Italy consoling themselves with a chance for the bronze. As it was versus USA, the Italy matches go by so quickly. There's less than a minute left. No, sorry, just over a minute left between Switzerland and Italy. Italy have one goal. Don't need to rush. They want more, though. They can get more. Oh, fantastic pass on the money, but just floating an inch above the surface. Oh, the keeper dangerously trying to clear. Oh, the Swiss player was stick checked from behind. The speed of the Italians, the quick pace, just couldn't capitalize on what was a big mistake there. The Italian keeper just getting a little bit lazy, not really looking at the danger. Again, the clearances not coming from Team Italy, not deep anyway, but once they've got it up here in attacking positions, they're on fire. Swiss defense, though, having to really do what they can to put them off. Physical there a little bit. Good stick skills. Good hands, number 9. And that brings us to the half. We can take a break and a breath. Whew. The Italians showing some of their flair again in the way that they play hockey and doing a great job at that. putting themselves up ahead by 1 goal in the first half of this bronze medal match of the Masters in the Palo Arena in Bolzano. Hopefully during this interval, I'll manage to persuade a couple of Americans to come back up here. You can see them floating around, trying to stay cool. I'll try and get a few more people to come up and talk to you if I can get a chance just quickly during this interval where it's possible. But everyone's kind of concentrating now. I know the Americans are getting ready for 2 big finals, and so they're probably concentrating downstairs on preparing and getting the match ready to go. We've got the finals for both veterans and masters coming up very shortly. This bronze medal match is not over. It's still tight. Italy lead Switzerland by 1-0. If you were with us earlier on, you heard David Ninzati come up and tell you a little bit about how important it is for everyone to have come together in the way that they had to put all this together. The Italians are great hosts, and they're here in numbers now. Just quickly looking out of my little booth. Still got about maybe 100, 150, well maybe more building now to the right-hand side too. Maybe 150 Italian fans supporting their boys out here. And I'm sure that soon they'll get really vocal. And you'll hear all about from the Italians how important it is for them to come out here and play for their home crowd. Just keeping an eye out behind me to see if I can get some Americans to come in and chat with you, or a couple of guys from the other teams. Hopefully, genially, a couple of guys who speak English. Unfortunately, I'm rather limited in the languages I speak. English barely, some would argue. I'm doing my best in French. Probably not good enough. I can listen to Italian and maybe just about get what they mean. Maybe not always as much as I think I ought to, considering I come here every year 2-3 times. And why not? It's a lovely place. Just a little on the hot side. Italians, can you just work on your aircon? If you want more people to come here from, you know, the northern countries, it would be great to just be able to just chill out on a night. Several people in the hotel have already asked the Italians, please turn up the cold. Is that an oxymoron? It didn't work anyway. The fan's blowing, but it's hot air. Hot air in here now. And what it must be like wearing an entire duvet cover like the keepers. 2 mattresses on the legs. Tried to look a little smart this year. I don't know why. Who do I think I am? This tie was picked out by an Italian chap in Leeds. He said he thought it looked nice. I think the missus thought he was keen on me. Who could blame him? Okay, the referee is now coming to the center of the rink. Italians in Swiss building up, ready to go. The clock is set. This is the bronze medal match. We're in the Pala Onda Arena. We're in Bolzano in the north of Italy in the Dolomite Hills. Probably said that like 1,000 times. If anyone's getting a little bit tired of hearing me say that, fair enough. But I don't know. It sounds like the right thing to say. Send me to like media school or something like that. In the meantime, I'll just have to learn as I go along. I'll do my best. In the meantime, the Swiss are going to have to learn as they go along how to catch this puck as it flies around. Unobtainable from the clutches of the Italians. Swiss on a little attacking chance there, trying to push themselves forward. Swiss just being blocked out, taking a tip off as it tries to break its way through. Trapped in the corner, getting a bit physical. The Italians possess. Danger going forward. They attack in numbers, but maybe decided this time to just turn and get some fresh legs. Not much left fresh in the legs of any of these players now, having done so much work over the last few days in the oppressive heat and this stultifying air and this very splendid arena, I must say. A huge local arena, home of the Foxes of Bolzano, home of Stefan Zizzer. You heard David Ninzati mention him. He's an owner of a hotel, and importantly for the local community of Bolzano, hero of the Foxes, and Italian IIHF player, national team member in the ice version of this game for many years. And a kinder, more thoughtful and helpful man you will not find. He's David Ninzati's right-hand man for putting together these games as Italy go forward. And maybe a little bit of a chokehold on the crossbar there. Luckily, these nets are not held down by anything, the sheer weight and gravity of them. Still, it won't be fun to whack yourselves into them. I think that the Italian is just bending over, asking if everything's okay. Just couldn't put the brakes on as he was off balance and had to use the bar as a gymnastic tool. He seems okay. Keeper just having a break. Rightly so. Still a little discussion there going on, but I think it was It's pretty clear about what was going on. Face-off goes backwards, having been won by the Italians in the Swiss zone. Swiss attacking now. This is dangerous. He's at speed. Tried to stretch forward and flung it over the shoulder. Regione happy to take it behind his own net and wait patiently. Swiss forechecking as much as they dare. Not being foolish enough to go chasing too hard, because they could get easily caught behind this pace. Italian first line playing an awful lot of shift here. Tessari again, number 9. Out. Skating. Wanting to make his mark. Had to use his blocker there, the Swiss keeper. Sent it flying. Italia building. They've got one goal. It's the only goal of the game. So is this a tactic of theirs? They're going to try and maybe just frustrate the Swiss a little bit, see if they can goad them into a penalty. Certainly goaded that forechecker to go around the net. Catches him out. Eliminated him from the attack. Fake shot. When he did release it, came off the chest of the Swiss keeper and was almost retrieved, but keeper was up to tackling that. 5 minutes gone, near as damn it, in the second period of this bronze medal match at the World Masters. More and more people now anticipating the final matches to come after this. Building an atmosphere, building a little bit of buzz in the arena. This warm afternoon on a Saturday. Someone finally decided, bless their hearts, to open up a few of the fire doors and let a little bit of a breeze roll through here. So I finally got a little bit of a breeze on my back. I'm trying to stay cool as I possibly can up here in the box. Down there on the pitch, it's hot. It's getting hotter for the Swiss. Really chasing up that puck. The keeper is smart enough to just get rid of it in the right way. Forechecking now. Switzerland, understandably, getting a little bit frustrated. The Americans did too, but held out to beat the Italians. The Swiss player doing whatever he can to dispossess. He did enough of the job. Fell over himself and sacrificed it. The Italian keeper making a decent save there and sort of batted the puck up and over his head. Regione, 13, twisting and turning. Got the little wrister away, but couldn't find a gap. Then comes up and tries to clean up again. Just the Italians, just really grasping at every puck, 50-50s are always going their way because they're really trying to grab it. Couldn't get that one though because the puck was on its edge, but he's still got it there. He's in dangerous positions waiting. Tried to sneak it in the 5-hole for the tight angle, but he was just getting scratched and pulled at by the thorns through the thicket. Swiss counterattack might be the only way that they're going to score because it's so hard to build through the Italians. They're very organized. Still 13 minutes left for the Swiss team to get back at it. Number 30, Fournette. Taking his time, shouting, calling for someone, something, move. That went high. The Italian sort of blocked it up near his chin. Probably didn't need to, could have let it go fly past, but did well. And look at the counterattack, so fast! And Tassari, 32. Lightning quick hands. Right in the right position. Putting himself into forward positions. Just great attack. And Italy now more confident. 12:39 left to play. They go 2 goals up. He's pleased with that. Problem with the face-off and retaken. This is the bronze medal match. Italy may be disappointed to be here, but now fighting for a position on the podium. A 3rd place position, a place that they held in 2010 in Bisley, Wokingham, near London. A place that they held in 2011 in Prague. A place that they held in 2012 in... Now, just that, the name's escaping me. They've got Turin here, but it was near Turin. But it was Pinerolo. They missed out in Anglet, but returned to yet again the bronze medal in 2014 in Prague. Missed out in Dusseldorf in 2015. Missed out against the Swiss last year here in their home. This year, putting themselves back in that bronze medal position, fighting for it. Now, 2 goals up, 11:50 left to play. Timeout called by the Swiss to try and see if they can put something together a little bit more lively to challenge. We spoke to David Ninzati earlier on. We spoke to Michael Hunt and Carl Bryan from Team Canada, telling their story about why they play. We spoke to many of the GB team. Dan, second keeper, really proud as a debutant here. The captain, Simon Hare, who has worked really hard to try and build the team technically so that they can compete at this level. Did a fantastic job. Stepped up. The Swiss GM has been walking the rink in front of his players, geeing them up, seeing if he can do something, say something to inspire them. This might be it. This might be just what they need. The Swiss going on the run. Just catching a deflection there on the shot, maybe through the legs of the Italian player and not getting lucky that time. But the words of his manager ringing in his ears. Go, go, go. In a dangerous position. Swiss player just got caught smacking the chops. The Italian defending the position. I'll watch on the replay here and see what happened. I think he's apologetic. Yeah, just a little bit of pushing and shoving there, and maybe caught as the sticks were coming up and down. Caught the Italian right in the gob. Not too much the worse for wear. Okay, this is hockey, not football, so no one's going to complain too much about it, but referees keep their arms down, and we call it a sporting incident. It's 2-0 for Team Italy. And they press again and again and again, attacking, going forward. So hard to dispossess. The Swiss team defending as best they can, but being a little bit overwhelmed, certainly in terms of possession. The Swiss GM running up and down like Mel Gibson in Braveheart, inspiring his plucky group to do something like that. Get up, get forward, put it on the line, and they are doing now, but just maybe not just getting a little run of the luck. It's hard against these Italians who've got cleverness like that. The referee's hands go straight up. He was absolutely clear on that. 67, he could have gone round, had the pace. Really clever little cheeky pass, did the nutmeg. Here we're looking at the replay at the Swiss attack. Had the opportunity, the puck flew just underneath the keeper's pads, was bouncing and bobbling. Anyone in the right position, clever pass, off the boards, nutmegged, and then hooked. And he'll sit for that, probably had to do it. Another step, I think, and if the Italian had had more possession, could have been a penalty shot. He was through, absolutely through. Swiss team desperate now to try and do something with the next 10 minutes to keep themselves in this bronze medal match. The Italians looking very dangerous, and now with an extra man. Looking for the space. Italians will not rush this. Oh, saw a little gap there on the far post, but keeper covered with pad. Everyone's adopted the shape. Sticks across. Chapter 3, defending the penalty. All the formulas being followed, including the attack. Italians quite compressed on the attack. That shot just rebounds a little bit, and the Swiss have a chance to clear. Oh, perfectly reasonable, a worthy shot to try and keep the Italian keeper awake, but he puts his arms back over the crossbar and relaxes a bit more. Comfortable in the knowledge that the boys in the outfield are going to pass this around and hold on to possession for quite some time. Bang from downtown, didn't come off. But easy, number 79, waking back up, making a little contribution to possession, as if all the outfield players weren't enough. Keeper plays his role too. The American keeper, Jamie Buffalino, liking to do that as well. And the parallels between the two continue. USA and Italy in a very similar style. I didn't see that. It was just sort of off the run of the play here, so I'll just as the Italians were crossing, caught a stick, using it as like a squirrel uses his tail for a bit of balance, trying to fling the stick around, but it just caught the Italian in the chin there. And a little conversation with the Swiss GM as he rolled past. Let's just see, as he comes in and is shadowing, there's a little hold and a flick. I mean, he might have might have gently brushed some fluff out of the beard of the Italian player. I mean, it was holding, at least an interference of the player. Perhaps, maybe suddenly developing a weakness in the spine there and rolling down on the floor. But he earned it. And the Swiss player sits. Italy go 1-up in terms of men. Dangerous shot. Low in the glove side. Italy feeling a little bit more confident now that they've got a power play and 2 goals as a cushion. Will the Swiss players have enough in the locker to continue to fight? Looks like it. They're really forechecking. Really forechecking with a 3. This is dangerous. Short-handed, but it takes a deflection, goes right up and over. And bodies are beginning to pile up. The Italians seemingly not happy when the Swiss play for a bit of sympathy. We go for the face-off. We go 4-on-4. We go for 7 minutes and 45 more seconds. The Swiss go for 2 more goals to keep the game alive. Or 3 to take home some metalwork. But they are finding it very difficult. Can't penetrate. Can't dispossess. And can't threaten the keeper. Maybe now they can. Going forward as a 3. The Italians defending well. Shots going wide or high. Italian keeper untroubled. Tried to go for the wraparound and maybe a little bit of a lucky rebound, but that's dangerous because when it doesn't come off, the Italians break. Most of his compatriots, though, electing to go for a quick line change. Thought he might rely on someone. Swiss have got to be careful because as they go for a line change, leaves them vulnerable, but the Italians are happy to play on their advantage. And smartly go back. Some pace here now, number 33, Stricker, but closed down. Slap shot, dangerous, took a little tip. Came bouncing off the backboards. Swiss still couldn't do something with it. Waiting for the ideal pass. Nicely timed and weighted. .56 left to play. Time enough, possibly, but not looking like on current form. Swiss player, really clear hand pass there. Absolutely brushed the puck away, but not enough to maybe get the penalty because it didn't result in an advantage. Tussling, sticks all locked up. Swiss player falling down, finding the puck, and then arguably brushing it away from his own player. Frustration showing for the Swiss team, having done so well. Last year, bronze medal. This year, stepped up, looking for the same. But with an Italy team this sharp, it's no wonder that they are in the ascendancy now and playing for their perennial place in the World Masters Inline on the podium for the bronze in the Masters. They continue to dominate the possession. Prigioni with pace and hands. Great passing skills, timing, well weighted. This is really dangerous. Does he go for it himself? Oh, so patient. Couldn't find a gap, didn't want to take the pass or the shot. Swiss counter-attack, trying to use their weight of numbers, but it didn't come off then. The Italians back-checking. Physical now. Swiss trying to pick some scraps. Physically imposed. Why wants this pass? The Swiss player was just waiting for years. He pitched his 10. He'd waved the flag. Nothing. Now can Swiss player capitalize on the line changes. Well covered by the keeper. The shot was fanned. No penalty. Swiss player still camping out in front of the net, waiting for the centering pass that never came. Italians struggling to clear for a little bit here. Swiss sensing something. Didn't make it happen. They haven't got much time left now. We're in a position. 3:43 left. Italy 2, Switzerland 1. Switzerland 0. Thought they were going to get 3 there. Deflected. Another Swiss attack. Bounces harmlessly. Doing everything they can. Getting fierce for the last 3 minutes. Really pumping the energy up. Bodies littered everywhere. Floater goes through, gathered. And a little bit of stress in the knot that's forming in front of the Italian keeper for this last few minutes. Still not allowing the Swiss team to really make something happen. When the timeout is called for the Italians, and they'll see if they can hold off what looks like a little bit of momentum going forward. The American junior team starting to roll up in the seats, sending their love out, and here in fine form, ready to support their elders. Great atmosphere here in the stands building now. The Aussies are rolling up. The Germans are to my left. Slovenia is here. And more people are coming up, building for the 2 finals that are about to occur. In both of them, Americans being represented. Here the Italians want to do something for the home crowd, in attendance, in abundance in the Palo Hondo Arena. And in 3 minutes, listen to hear them show their appreciation for the Azzurri, who might just have done enough so far to put themselves back in the position that they've held many times before, in the bronze. And every bit deserving of it this year, and maybe more. Could have easily been in the final, but for some very close, controversial, hearts and bodies on the line match in the semi. Deflection, Italy clear, going forward in strength, only need the 2. Rister, just over the blocker on the stick side there. The referee's going to blow that. The Italian cannot believe it. Neither can the fans. Thinks it was just a brake problem and not deliberate bad driving. Let's have a really good look. Well, I mean, wow. Looked to me like the Swiss player just coming along, maybe leaned in. The Italian trying to get out of the way. And the Swiss player going down afterwards anyway. Moving out of the way. Swiss player going down. I mean, arguably it was the Swiss player, really, who was the aggressor. No harm, no foul. And on we go. 4v4, 2 minutes left in the game. The Azzurri expect great crossing, great passing. Tassari knowing very well. You see, there is two of them. I don't know which one's better. Number 9 and 32. The clock is winding down. The Swiss are going to start to think about pulling the keeper now. It's going to be an option. I would think that it's getting on for this time that they should do, but it's a hugely dangerous option. You've got to be pulling the keeper now. But the danger is that Italy are so good at scooping the puck back up and regaining possession that it might just seal the deal for them. But the deal could be sealed anyway. I'm reminded of the words before England won the Rugby World Cup. Italy are ahead, and for Switzerland, there's no time. 25 seconds left. Italy still in possession, cannot be dispossessed. And now, surely, the deal is sealed as they go for an attack. And the bronze medal in the next 9 seconds will belong to the Italians. Even if they can score now, it'd be an incredible effort. 2 more seconds. And not even with the last chance of the game. The Azzurri are winners of the bronze medal in Italy, at home, in front of the crowd. And they're standing and clapping. Whoa, and every bit the exciting match that it was when they were playing USA to get here. The Swiss team, every bit as dynamic and gritty as they were when they played the Czech team and won them. But here, the Italian team does what they couldn't do against the Americans, which is kept up their concentration, pace, and effort right the way through the entire match. So that's an incredible result for them. A position that they're familiar with holding, and they'll be very pleased with that after having such disappointment against the USA in the game that they played there, thinking that they could have won it, had it in the palm of their hands. This game, there was never any question. Really, from the very beginning, the Italians were in total control. The Tassari brothers playing a huge, influential role in the way that they handle the puck and the pace and pressure going forward. Switzerland team taking their chances from time to time, but not really aggressively enough. Couldn't find gaps, couldn't find moments to place themselves well. A tough ask for them today. They've played tremendously throughout this tournament. Every single team has all stepped up from last year. And what will we see next year? So watch out for Switzerland. Every bit potential champions of the future. And certainly Italy could move up another step. Maybe one day they'll be ready to grab a silver or a gold. The potential is definitely there. The flair, the magic, the passion. Let's see what they do next year. And the cheers ring out from the Italian fans, everyone here in attendance. Let's hope that they stay now and continue to bring the atmosphere up and raise it up for the finals, for the veterans. And then the Masters. World Inline. The only inline competition anywhere at this level.